we just saw army people, blocking the road there that we're about to pass. Hey, I just told my mom and I think some of my aunties, I say any other checkpoint that we meet, there's no turning back.
This why we go marry out today. The whole process. Know what is important and what is not important. Know what you can let go of, what you can do without. It's not everything that you have seen in videos that you must implement in your own. Do you get? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Drum roll. Yeah. Welcome back to my channel. This is Chinenye. If you've not seen me before, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. On today's episode, we want to share our traditional marriage day experience. Yes, and as usual, I have clips for you to watch and enjoy. And with me is no other than my Odogu Pa. Are you dancing too? Yeah, so our trial was last year too, and yeah, let my husband do us the honors by picking this video to start on that day.
Okay, so in order to, because if we share everything, to be a very long video, so
yes,
I was gonna give you the major highlights.
yeah.
Okay, now before we get to traditional marriage, very important. So nice for guys. Before you say you want to venture into traditional marriage, you have to be ready financially. It's not for the faint-hearted. Yeah, so you go through the process of getting the lists from your bride's her parents, all of that.
But from the same state, actually.
Yeah. So and to be fair, the list from her own side, as her own village list, was actually fair enough. In comparison, to other
states, so
even other places in other communities in Imo State and in the East generally, and even other parts of Nigeria.
yeah.
But it was fair enough. So I got the list. I had to liaise with her dad. He was really, really helpful. So there are lots of items that he helped me buy over there at that village. So I just sent him money. He got so many items for me and just kept it in their house
To make it easy.
yeah, so to reduce that burden of logistics, moving things from one place to the other, because we did it in Imo State. So thank God we're both from Imo State, so I had to go to my place first.
Yeah.
Then the trial was on Saturday. I think I got to my place either on Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday. So when I got to my place, started making all the arrangements, with my families and all of that. So that's why we bought the he-goat. Because the he-goat was part of the things he asked me to bring. So that we bought it, I think, on that Friday. Then we've already made the arrangement for transportation to her place, long before that day. So Friday evening, as I got information that there was going to be an election in Igbo State the next day, being Saturday, And I think prior to that time, they had already, those in the village had already called to inform us about that.
No, but initially, when we fixed the dates, there was nothing about.
We didn't know about.
There was nothing about. Oh, there's going to be any election in Imo State. There was nothing like that. So
it was after we
planned and all of that.
So we're not hearing that there's going to be a local government election.
Yes.
So
it wasn't publicized like that. So that's how we got to know.
From time to time, my aunties in the village, they will call me and say, are we sure that election will not affect our movement, things like that. And I didn't get any such feedback. When I spoke with my father-in-law, I didn't get any such impression. Yeah. So that Friday evening, that's how we just got we got the news that I think they had declared this thing, no movement.
Curfew.
Yeah, they declared no movement in the next day. That was on Saturday. No movement until after. I think either after 10 a.m. or no, until after the election. I think as early as even 8 a.m. or thereabouts. Like it's going to start very early in the day. So we're now contemplating. I hope this will not, affect us. So the next day we left early. I think we left around maybe 8 or thereabouts. As we are going, as we got to the road, before you know it, we just saw army people, blocking the road there that we're about to pass. Hey, that's how our driver had to turn, start, driving through the inner roads. By the time we hit the express again, before you know it, we're approaching another military
checkpoint.
If I'm not checked, but roadblock, because they blocked the road. So after I passed that the first roadblock that our driver, made a diversion and avoided. I just told I was in the bus that we hired. I just told my mom and I think some of my aunties. I said, any other checkpoint that we meet, there's no turning back.
This wife will go marry out today.
My I was determined. Nothing. Any checkpoint you see, those people, they're human beings. We'll go there, we'll meet them, and we'll pass that checkpoint. So, and God so kind, they follow them advice. Because we would have just been going around in circles.
Trying to dodge checkpoints. And time will be going.
Yeah, time will be going. So by the time we got to the next roadblock, our driver stopped. So my mom and so the men in the bus said no, that let only women go. So my mom and my dad's elder sister, my senior auntie, so they went to meet those military men. After speaking with them, they were like, where's our boss? They just pointed towards us. That's how they allowed us to pass.
From the long queue of people that were waiting, right?
They had stopped. They stopped the buses. No vehicle was passing that place. It's only those, going on foot. But anything vehicle, no vehicular movement. So that's how they allowed us to pass. We continued our journey. Then finally, we now got to one major roadblock. In fact, that roadblock, even there was a politician that had a police escort on that day. They stopped him. The military people don't allow him pass until probably after a very long time. So my mom and my aunt also went again to meet them. In fact, that was that roadblock was they had the army men. The army men that were there were looking very serious and all. It was a major one. So my mom and my auntie, they went there again. They went to meet them, spoke to them. And after a while, they just, they allowed us to pass. And that was the last roadblock that we encountered. So just a straight ride to our place. This wife, marry him today. No,
I'm telling
He's
you.
going to stop that. So, finally got to her place. We got there quite, we got there on time.
Yeah.
I got there, summer, I found my way and check on my wife.
So from my own end, in the morning of that day, there's so many things like that was ongoing in the compound. Rental chairs were being set up, canopies. Women have started arranging themselves out at the backyard to cook. I was inside the house doing basic chores like sweeping and all of that. My cousins came. They were part of the young girls that followed me throughout. Or you know how the lady would walk around. So they were part of the young maidens that followed me around. They came around. Before you know it, guests started coming in. People from my father's side, people from my mother's side, people from the community, and the weather was very bright, very clear, and that was one of the things we prayed for.
Yeah.
Yes, we prayed for a very good weather, and God gave us that. It was very, very. I think rain fell the next morning. I'm not sure now, but I think rain fell the next morning. But that day of that wedding, the weather was clear as anything. The sun was shining bright. Everybody that came, they had a good time and they left when the whole event was over. But at some point in the day, the MC started the event, interacting with people in the canopies, started making jokes, they were playing music. I was dressing up in the room. I had two attires. I had the first attire, the maiden gown, isiagu. I didn't want to go for all those maybe tying of only the bust area and down. I went for I used isiagu to sew a gown, very beautiful gown. And my second attire was my new wife gown, new wife George, blouse and wrapper with gele. Yes, and we had all of that. So before I came out to greet everybody, they had the bride price discussion.
That segment. That was the most interesting part of the event.
where culture was displayed.
So first, and that took place before
the event started proper.
Before you coming out.
Yes.
Because
they had to settle that first.
Yeah.
If they didn't settle that, I don't think anybody would have.
Me and my uncles and all of that, we went in.
Did the negotiations and
I was just a spectator. my uncles, they did all the talking and everything, and settled, and we came out.
Yes.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. Really.
So that's when she could now officially come out
and greet everybody. I was so shy. Like, imagine the fact that all eyes being on you. Do you get? The reason why everybody came there is because of you. Yeah. That's why people came there. And we had our trial a month to white wedding. We had our trial in September. White wedding was in October.
Wasn't the month though? It was about 2 weeks. We had it September 21st, right?
Yes.
Then church wedding was October 5th.
Yeah, but I'm talking of the month. This was September, it's October.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually referring to the month. Yeah, so the fact that all these people, I was intrigued with the fact that all these people I'm seeing here, they came to this compound because of me, and then they called me out. Meanwhile, I'm the only girl. I have 3 brothers. I'm the first child, the only girl. So you can imagine Ada of the house. Oh. I came out with my regalia, with my young maidens, young girls following me, and who followed me on that journey. Like, you guys made it colorful, and people were very, very supportive and helpful. Yeah, so they followed me. The first dance came out, tell everybody, and apparently in my tradition, I'm supposed to hold like a perfume. So I held a perfume because I'm greeting everybody. I'm going around to spray people in their hands or in their clothes, and then we had boiled eggs and sweets, which the ladies behind me carried. So as I'm going around greeting people, those that want to take egg can take egg and drop money, or can take sweet and drop money. I went round from all the canopies. I went round, then I went in. As I went in, I had to change to my second attire. Then that's when, after some other preliminary things that they did again, then I had to come out with my second outing. That's when I wore the blouse, the george, and the wrapper. And meanwhile, before then, I already had an idea of what I wanted to wear. The color I opted out for was green and gold. So even my first outing clothes and my second outing, green and gold, that was the color for me. My husband too, he wore green and gold isiagu. Yes, and came out, went to my father's side, collected the wine, and I danced graciously. I danced graciously to his family tent and looked for him in the crowd. Then also gave him, now brought him to my father. We knelt down, prayed for us, and like there was so much excitement, so much beautiful things. People were happy, we were celebrated, a lot of spraying to the end of the day. Like I see my parents happy, my mom was happy, my father was happy, everybody was happy, my in-laws, my mother-in-law, she was very, very, very sweet. She was so happy advising me, do this. My family side too, like it was so beautiful. Yes, so I'm really, really grateful to God. Like God saw us through traditional marriage day.
Yeah, it was a beautiful experience.
And it was successful.
Yeah, thank God.
We didn't have any cause for alarm. All those that came, they went. I have some highlights to share with you guys. Just have a feel of how the day went for us. So, any advice you have for anybody planning their traditional marriage?
I would say if you're planning your traditional marriage, just make sure you walk hand in hand with the family of your in-laws, your wife's family. Walk hand in hand with them. I think it will really make
your work easy.
Yeah, to make the work easy for you, and also make sure you have a good relationship with them. So and also make sure you start your planning early. So things don't get choked up, because trust me, you'll be stressed, but it's a good stress anyway. But the earlier you start planning things, the better.
Yeah, it's true.
To really help you, and also you need people, your family, like everybody will be really. You need a lot of human help. At that point, people running certain errands for you, because you can't do everything. So you need people to take care of certain things for you. So to really help you. So and ultimately commit everything into God's hand, and God will see you through. So
And for me, I would say, as the bride, please rest well. You don't really want to come out on that day looking stressed, like your eyes have eye bags. Rest well. Know your capacity, know what you cannot do, and even in the whole process, know what is important and what is not important. Know what you can let go of, what you can do without. It's not everything that you have seen in videos that you must implement in your own. Do you get? There's some people that have seen social media. You see a lot of things, a lot of kinds of intros. Some people, they want to be carried on horseback to enter. Some people, they want to be carried. You know how they have 6 strong men carry a big chair. All those things are beautiful. Well, know your capacity. Know the capacity of your husband. Like, know what is on ground. Know the budget on ground and work with it. It's just one day and we're done. But in any way you would plan it, make it beautiful for yourself, so that every time you remember it, you get something worth remembering. And plan early. when it comes to attire, for example, I know attire is not like the only thing that trad is about. Because some people they don't wear, some people actually just, as long as they are present, they don't wear anko and all that. But if you want to do that, plan on time, go to the market on time, get your materials on time. Like for me, and my mom went to the market to get materials, my bag, my shoe, even my wedding shoes, my trad shoes, the George. I took it to tailor on time. I know how many times I went for fittings. I think twice. I collected my clothes the second time. Yeah, so sort those things out on time so that you won't be stressed. Don't leave things to the last minute. Yes, and anywhere you need support, speak out. Don't feel like you can do it all on your own to choke you.
Yeah, I think one more thing, when it comes to accessories like beads, that hostel, you don't have to buy those things.
Yeah, you can rent.
So if you have someone that
probably
has it, you can get it from them, or you can rent it, because after that day you might not use it again.
I rented my hostel.
Yeah.
Then maybe one other thing I did to add color was the rentals to design where we sat down.
Yeah.
Yes, that really added color to our wedding. At least where we sat down, the chair, white chair, and the color was according to the theme I had in mind, green and gold. So the themes and the designs, the African raffia designs, just to add beauty to the day. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay.
That's our experience on our
traditional
marriage day. And I hope you've been able to pick one or two things from this video. I'll be sharing clips. I don't know if I'll add it to this video, so it's not be too long, but if I don't add it, please look for that video. I'm definitely going to post the whole, it's like a vlog. But funny enough, I was already making these videos even if I started YouTube channel, so I have clips. I'm going to compile the videos and have something for you guys. So I'll either add it here or I'll post it in make another content and post it for you guys to see. And if you watched up to this point, please, you deserve the best. You deserve the very, very, very best. Thank you so much for being here with us. Yeah. And so please
like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Bye.